Good afternoon. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. So I am Holly with Handcrafted Blessings and looking forward, as always, to being with you here today. So I'll open Happy Mail and then we'll make a card together. So that's where we're at with today. So how are you? So if you're here, you're watching live, or even if you're on the replay, comment and let me know what's happening in your world. It is almost August, which is crazy to me. For me, the summer is just flying by. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. So, hi Holly, hi Kathy. So, welcome as you guys are coming on in here. Hi Jean. So yeah, let me know how your summer's going, as it feels like it is fast approaching the end of summer. And I saw somebody say they weren't ready for the S word. I'm not ready for snow either. We are having crazy hot, like near 100-degree weather this week. So snow sounds kind of nice, actually. Am I allowed to say that? So, all right, so we are just 3 days away from the Card Play online retreat. If you haven't had a chance to register for that, be sure to take a look at it. I'm going to make a card today using the featured bundle from that retreat. It's not one of the retreats, or I'm sorry, it's not one of the cards that we'll make at the retreat, but it is using the same bundle. So I thought that'd be fun to do today. Oh, Nikki says bring on the snow. Yeah, I know some people love it. I love the first snowfall of the season. That's about it. So, okay, so I forgot to grab my mail. So I do have one package to open here today. So yeah, we'll find out what's in it. It's actually a box. So let's see. Let's see what's in it. So this comes from Nikki, from Owatonna. So let me see if I can, sorry, bear with me a second. I gotta get this box open. Let's see. I can't get it open. I can do this. Sorry. I'm just gonna have to rip this box. It just does not want to come out. Okay. There we go. All right, we got it. So let's start with a card here. It says, "The world needs more of you." That is super cute. I love those keys. So this was a stamp set we had previously, and it's in this paper. I love it. So adorable. And she's got her message there on the inside. But that is such a cute card. Okay, and so then we have a box. Oh, it's a treat box. Look at this. Isn't that super cute? Here, let me take this tag out. Look at that. I've seen a few of these on Pinterest and around, people making boxes like this using the die. I think it's from the fishing set. So it looks like a tackle box kind of die, but people are turning it into gift boxes and treats like this. How fun is that? And she's put some coffee flavored things in it. And then the back of it says, "Hope your day is full of perks." So that's a super fun project. And it says, yeah, the Gone Fishing dies. She's got the card here for it. Oh, and she said maybe it's an idea for Fun Fold Friday. Ooh, that might be a possibility. So, and she included the instructions too, so that'll make it easy. Maybe I'll figure this out and we'll do it on a Friday. So, thank you, Nikki. I'm gonna put this over here. That is super fun. So, not just cards that y'all make, but you make treat boxes and gift bags and tags, and it's so fun to see your creativity with our Stampin' Up! Products. So, thanks for sending Happy Mail. I love it. I love being able to show off what you're working on. Okay, so we have been talking about Card Play Online Retreat. And Card Play starts on Friday, so we've got 12 different videos for you this weekend. 24 tutorials have been written for you, and we have make and takes, we have prizes, we have so much fun is coming this weekend. And so I thought I would make a card today showing the featured bundle from the retreat, just to kind of give you an idea of what you can do with this stamp set. So this is inked and tiled, and it coordinates with 2 punches. These right here. We're not actually going to use the punches today. We're just going to use the stamps. But I wanted to show you the whole kit and caboodle, the whole bundle here together. Okay, so I received a card in the mail, and I wanted to recreate it. So that's what we're going to do here today. So I'm going to set this aside. And I received a card from a friend, and I wanted to recreate it for you. So it says, thank you, and it's using a variety of the stamps from the inked and tiled set, as well as our newest in colors. So I'm going to start with boho blue and basic white. We'll do our card base. So our card base measures 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And in case you didn't know, if you ever miss the measurements on these videos, a few hours later, if not definitely by the next day, all of the measurements and the replays are on my website. So handcraftedblessings.com, you can find all of the Coffee and a Card videos, as well as Fun Fold Friday and other fun stuff. Okay, so boho blue, we're going to cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. So 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then we'll make our basic white, we'll just make it 1/4 of an inch smaller. So we're going to do 3 1/4. Actually, I'm going to do it from this side. We're going to do 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. That side's a little rougher, so I'm going to turn this around. So 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay. And that's all we need for today's card. Now I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper, because we are going to be using the stamp off technique to make this card. So I'm going to start with, well here, let me show you our color combination. Our color combination today features 4 of the newest in colors. So that would be these 4 right here. We've got boho blue, pebbled path, wild wheat, and moody mauve. And then I'm also adding in pretty peacock, one of our new core colors that just ties in really well with this particular set. Okay, so I'm going to spread these out over here so I can grab the right color when I need it. I'm going to start with wild wheat, and we're going to use this flower stamp. Now, when I say the stamp off technique, it means we are going to stamp full strength right here, and then we are going to stamp the second time on this paper. So full strength, and then second one over here. So you can see the difference here with that wild wheat, a lot darker over here. So we wanted to get rid of kind of that first dark impression and just leave the lighter version here. So that was wild wheat. Then we will do moody mauve. And we'll take our long flower stamp here. Get that nice and inked up. So I'll move this over here. So we'll stamp that here. And then we'll right away come over here and stamp that on our piece of paper. There we go. All right. So then I'm going to use boho blue. And for this one, we're using the large leaf here. And same thing, stamping here, and then stamping on my paper. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to take our, oh here, let me close this. I always try to close ink pads because for me it's very dangerous to have open ink pads on my desk because I have a tendency to put my hand in them. Okay, using Pretty Peacock then, we'll take our thank you stamp and we'll stamp that full strength. And we'll put that right up here next to the flower. There we go. Okay, and then last but not least, well, we're going to set this aside, but the other color that we're going to use here today is Pebbled Path. So I need to clean off this tall flower stamp because I'm going to switch to Pebbled Path with it. And we're going to kind of create our own designer series paper. So we'll take our card base here, and I'm just going to fold it and crease it. And then we will take this stamp. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to stamp off this time. So I'm just going to be double stamping right here on my card base. So I'll get my Pebbled Path. And this is a big ink block here. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp here. And then I'm going to stamp again. And then we're going to do this a few more times, different heights. I'm keeping my grid paper here because I want to be able to protect my surface. As you can see, I'm stamping off in different places. Now I want another strong one. I think I'm going to do it right about here. There we go. And then we'll put this one down here. I think that'll about do it. Let's see here. We're going to be putting this on here. Yeah. Let me do a little bit of flower down here towards the bottom. So we got some. There we go. And then I'll just do a lighter version right there. There we go. So you can just stamp as many times as you want on your card base until you kind of get the look that you're hoping for. So there's no right or wrong here. There's just your creativity. So we're going to take both of these, our boho blue and our basic white, and I'm going to put my dimensionals on here. And I am going to dimensionalize both layers. There we go. So we'll take these. And then I think you can see there's still markers in the video. So we still have another step to do to finish this, but let's put these two together first. So, you know, there's some here where like let me hold this up close so you can see better. So some of my flowers, like they didn't quite stamp evenly, so I've got dark spots with the light. I wasn't too worried about it because I knew that when I put the boho blue on here, it was going to cover up a lot of that. So I'm just left with some of the other elements for this card. Now, I'd like some embellishments that match the colors on my card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the iridescent pearls here, and I'm going to put them, I'm going to put 3 on here. 1 on the Moody Mauve, the Boho Blue, and the Wild Wheat. So our 3 colors here on front. And then I'm just going to take each of their respective markers, and I'm just going to color right over the iridescent pearl. Okay, so do that with Wild Wheat, and then we'll do the Boho Blue And as long as you are careful where you're putting your marker, you're not going to get marker on your project. You could also color these while they're still on the sheet of pearls. Then you'll just need to wait for it to dry really well before you transfer them. So there we go. We have our quick and easy thank you card with just paper, ink, and stamps. So often called SIP cards, I believe. Stamps, ink, and paper. So nice and simple right there. So that is just one way that you can use some of the stamps that we're going to be showing in the card play retreat this weekend. So again, this is not one of the cards we're making this weekend, but I thought it'd be fun to show you another variation of how to use these stamps. So, all right, you guys, that's it for me today, but you still have time to register for the Card Play Online Retreat if you want. I forgot to add the link in the video, so I will go do that right now. I'll update the caption, so it'll be there, and you can still get signed up. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. Have a great day.